Hey guys, Aaron Dorr here with Wyoming Gun Owners. A lot of you are asking us the same question. Where are we on the Second Amendment Preservation Act? What has Governor Mark Gordon decided? I'm going to answer that question in this video, but I'll tell you guys right now, if you're not getting email updates from WYGO, you got to get signed up for those on our website because that's where you get the most recent information in real time. So go to wyominggunowners.org and get signed up today as a member or just to get email alerts, but get involved in that way. So SAPA, what are we talking about? Second Amendment Preservation Act. For those who don't know, it simply says that Wyoming cops will enforce Wyoming law when it comes to firearms, ammunition, and accessories, AKA the next Democrat president that we have in the White House can't force our cops to carry out federal gun control laws or executive orders or international treaties or anything else. Yes, there's a version of SAPA on the books right now. As everyone knows, it is very weak, full of holes, and leaves a lot of room for abuse. SF 196 is the bill to deal with that. It passed the Senate 29-2. Huge shout out to the Senate for doing that, 29-2. And it passed the House 53-7. Very close to a party line vote in that chamber. There are two members absent in the House and Senate, I believe, for both of these votes. So Governor Gordon has three choices, three options. Number one, he can sign it, which we sure hope that he does. Number two, he can do nothing, in which case the bill becomes law by itself. Or number three, he can veto the bill. The question is timing. It all comes down to timing. The legislature has adjourned for the year here in Cheyenne, for those who do not know that. If they were still in session, Governor Gordon would have 3 working days to make a decision. Now that they are out of session for the year and adjourned, Governor Gordon now has 15 days to make this decision. And I'll be honest, 15 days does not always mean 15 days. 15 days means different things to different people. Sometimes they include Saturdays. Sometimes they don't include Saturdays. Sometimes they exclude Sundays. Sometimes they don't exclude Sundays. It's 15 days from the bill got to his desk, and we are not to that point as of right now. So the timing has changed. We're gone beyond that 3-day window. Now the governor has 15 days. Now, as far as what we're hearing right now from the governor's office, I'll be very honest with you guys. We always are. We're not hearing anything good coming out of Governor Gordon's office about his current mood on the Second Amendment Preservation Act. It is a weird thing because he signed SAPA in 2022, but that's a whole different story for a different time as to why he signed that version of SAPA. We know for a fact that Governor Gordon is angry about HB 172, gun-free zone repeal. As we all know, we passed this bill last year, HB 125. Governor Gordon vetoed it. We passed it again this year, HB 172. The governor let it pass into law without any action, but he gave a scathing letter deriding and mocking the legislature as being a bunch of cowboys in a negative sense of the word, I guess. I don't know why that's an insult, but called them the Wild Bunch for daring to try to challenge his veto on the same bill from last year. So we know he's angry about that. We know he's angry. The legislature overrode 5 of his vetoes this session. He does not seem to believe that the people have the ability to override the executive's veto. I don't quite understand why he thinks that, but he's angry about that. And we're also told he's very angry still that Wyoming gun owners whooped him and the Attorney General and Secretary of State in federal court 2 years ago now when they tried to force us to surrender the names of our donors as part of their bogus attack on WYGO under the guise of campaign finance law. You can see our previous videos about that. We fought them in court. We won in district court. We won in circuit court. Case closed. We won. Took 3 years, but we, by gosh, won. And Governor Gordon had to authorize a big payout to our lawyers to take care of the legal expenses to do with that suit. So we know he's got a lot of frustrations. Now, that being said, he had that same frustration last year. And last year, Governor Gordon signed SF 109, our bill to ban red flag gun seizures here in Wyoming. So it is a complicated situation. There's a case to be made for him vetoing. There's a case to be made for him signing. There's a case to be made for him taking no action, in which case the bill becomes law automatically. The bottom line is very simple. Governor Gordon needs to hear from you and your family and your friends and your church friends, your work friends, your hunting buddies, your shooting buddies, anybody and everybody who cares about freedom, the Second Amendment, state sovereignty, and stopping the next crazy commie Democrat president from trying to inflict federal gun control on Wyoming. Anybody who cares about those issues needs to call Governor Gordon immediately. His phone number, 307-777-7434. Again, 307-777-7434. Also, beneath the video, you'll see a pre-written email link. All you do is punch in your information. That gets it right to the governor's email box. He can then hear from you that way as well. I would definitely say call daily. I would say email daily. Make your voice heard every single day until we have an answer one way or the other. You know, it is the worst kept secret in Cheyenne that Governor Gordon may try to run again. For those who are asking yourself, well, how can that be? He's already run for 2 terms. Prior to the recent past, our state House members had an 8-year term limit. So did the state Senate. So did the state treasurer. So did the Secretary of State. All the rest of the offices here in Wyoming challenged that term limit requirement in court and won. And what we are being told by everybody right now here in Cheyenne is that Governor Gordon also intends to challenge the law that limits his office to 2 terms. And then if he wins that case in court, he could then run as a candidate in the primary in the upcoming gubernatorial election. And that, well, you can discuss that to your heart's content. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Is that shady? All we know is that if that's true, to whatever extent that's true, that would mean that Governor Gordon is particularly susceptible to pressure right now from gun owners who do not want to see him veto a gun bill if he intends, in fact, to run again. So again, call daily, fire off your email daily, make your voice heard. Keep the pressure on. Again, 307-777-7434. Tell Mark Gordon to sign Senate File 196. Guys, more to come in the days ahead. Keep the pressure on. Take care. Hey, guys, WYGO is fighting hard to expand Second Amendment freedom to make sure our children's children have a right to keep and bear arms. Get involved in this fight today. Number 1, sign up for text alerts from us. Number 2, follow us on X. And number 3, like and subscribe for more content.